Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Keith, and welcome to my review of Minimalism, a documentary about the important things. This was a film that came out last year, but I'm just seeing it for the first time in 2017, so I apologize if you saw it months ago and you're thinking to yourself, you're just reviewing this now, but due to the advice of a friend and the power of Netflix, I just saw this film. Now, when I see this film and I was thinking about it, it's very easy for me to come in and to talk about the different themes of the movie. Now, the themes are doing more with less. And the main people in the film, Joshua Fields Milburn and Ryan Nicodemus, the minimalists, do a very good job of portraying how they're able to achieve that. They also do a good job of holding up the camera and saying, what are the things in your life that you don't need? Now, one of the things they talk about is early adopters like myself who go to the Apple Store first thing to get the latest and the greatest. I don't necessarily think that makes me a bad person. I just think it makes me an early adopter. As I was going through this film, I was kind of like picking and choosing the things that I liked and the things that I didn't like. And then I realized to come and talk to you about it, that's talking about their ideas and it's not necessarily reviewing the film. As far as the film is concerned, when I think of great documentaries like Super Size Me, An Inconvenient Truth, or Bowling for Columbine, those were documentaries that dealt with specific issues that opened up dialogue. This movie does a very good job of opening up the dialogue as well. I just don't necessarily feel that it pulls it all the way through. We meet a host of different people who are living very different lifestyles or different to the norm in terms of cutting back on the things that they need. And I know of lots of people who've seen this film and are now all of a sudden on a purge and decluttering, and good for them. But as far as this film is concerned, I felt there were a few gaps. Specifically, we're being told that you don't need the latest and the greatest, you don't need all this technology, but there were several of these minimalists that you saw in MacBook computers, which didn't really make sense to me. I would think I would see them in an internet cafe. Also, the two main people in the film that I mentioned earlier, they're going on this book tour, but they're not necessarily forthcoming about what are happening with the proceeds of this book. If you're a minimalist, do you need to get rich? It's all of these different questions that were popping into my head. So I think the movie is good. I think the movie, again, does a really good job of opening up the dialogue. And if you have a movie club where you get together with friends on a regular basis and watch a movie and dissect it, this would be the perfect film for it. But all that being said, I didn't think it was the greatest documentary that I've seen, and it definitely doesn't stand up to those other ones that I've already mentioned. But definitely worth your time. And it's on Netflix, so you really can't go wrong. I give this movie a B-, and I applaud what they're doing. I just wish that there was a little more meat to it. At least a little more meat to this film. Anyways, if you have the chance to see this, let me know what you think. CFL_fan on Twitter, Facebook.com/WhittyWhittier, and WhittyWhittier.com. Thank you so much for checking this out. My name is Keith, and I'll see you at the movies.